Hi, everyone. If you're like me, you're having trouble with the inhumanity between people or between different groups of people. We've become people who live in our own silos, which means that while we do venture out into public, we quickly retreat back into our bunkers filled with people who are just like us. We do this with our political, personal, and religious views. And we bolster the myth that I'm right and you're wrong, and I can prove it. If we're honest, this way of withdrawing from each other won't change the inhumanity we see. We need to find ways to let go of certitude and allow space for vulnerability, which basically is the ability to admit that we are all finite. Last week, I listened to a fantastic conversation between two of my favorite people, Dr. Brené Brown and Father Richard Rohr. Here's one question that Brené asks Father Richard. What happens when you squeeze vulnerability and mystery out of faith, making it completely certain? Father Richard says without hesitation, well, then it's useless, meaning faith like that means nothing. He goes on to explain that certitude, the need to be certain, to know something beyond the shadow of a doubt, is a product of the Enlightenment. We worship workability and predictability because we like answers. But entrenching further into certainty or certitude is not how we find back to each other. And it's definitely not where we connect with God. Transforming connection can't happen unless we're willing to admit our own limitations, recognize that we don't see the complete picture, and if we can hold life's big questions lightly. And by that, I don't mean considering them as unimportant, but the understanding that these will change over time. We need to find new solutions. Hatred and inhumanity don't cut it. I invite you to listen to that entire 30-minute podcast. It's well worth your time.